Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a couple modifications to do on the white turbo Foxbody, and Cousin Paul and I are going to pull out Dad's car from the garage as we got a couple issues with that car that we got to fix. The reason why Dad's car is coming over here is this is the last Wednesday we get a chance to race in the middle of the week, so this is the last chance that Cousin Paul is going to be able to take it down the track on a Wednesday. So we had some issues with it earlier in the year, and we're about to address those issues today so we can go make a hit. So stick around, hit that like and subscribe, and let's get on into the video. As you guys know, we've been putting the white car on a diet for the past couple months, but we had purchased a set of RC Comp 17 by 4.5 because they're definitely lighter than the SVE wheels. So light that I'm gonna actually make its own little small video about it just so you guys can see. But today, that's not the issue we have at hand. We had an issue with our hood we just actually fixed. These hoods that are not our aftermarket, that aren't like a name brand, some of the fitment isn't exactly the best, and I had one of them pulling out the little stud area that you screw into. That little fitting or whatever was pulling out, so I was in danger of having my hood fly up over my car. So we fixed that. But another issue that we've had with making all these weight reductions is, and setting it up for doing a little bit of racing this year, is the fact that our anti-roll bar is completely off now. The car's steering right, which means I should have probably preloaded the anti-roll bar real quick. If you guys don't know what an anti-roll bar is, let me get into the car real quick. We got to flip these slicks anyways to go race tonight, and I will kind of briefly explain it to you really quick. And then we'll get Dad's car out, get it over here, and get these things finished that we were supposed to do like 3 months ago. So we have to slide. I'm gonna have to slide up under the car here. When you set an anti-roll bar, you got to set preload to the passenger side. That way the car goes down the track straight, and we haven't messed with this in a while. So when we started taking weight out, especially the front bumper, and we started lightening up the car and doing the heater stuff, you have to like set this thing a couple times. And matter of fact, you should set it to neutral, make a hit in the car, or on, you know, wherever you do that at, and see if it steers. And that's how you put preload in. But rule of thumb is one good turn, one full turn. I usually mark it. You'll see. I'll show you. Now I'm gonna slide under here. Like, I'm not here to like teach you how to do an anti-roll bar, but I'm just kind of showing you guys what we're doing to the white car here. I'm gonna take my hat off. Now I have to do this adjustment with, you know, the car sitting and resting, and Cousin Paul weighs just as much as I do. Now I have to do this adjustment with Cousin Paul in the actual car because he weighs about as much as I do with my gear on. So you can see I already made a line there. This is the side that gets preloaded. Now you set this anti-roll bar side, and then you set preload to this one. So I'm not going to film much of that. I'm just kind of showing you guys what I'm doing, and then I'll talk about it up top because it's kind of hard to film on here. All right, so we got under there, we slid under there with the weight of the car. And the way the anti-roll bar works is very simple. Just like a video I watched on YouTube. You got to think of an anti-roll bar as like table legs and an adjustable table leg to keep the table from teeter-tottering. So that's kind of what you're doing with your car. In the back is trying to keep the chassis straight. So even when you're driving, you know, mostly when you're racing straight, it'll keep it from steering left or right. So you could add preload to it. It only takes a minute, you know, a couple wrenches or whatever, but it's definitely one of the better things that we've done with racing, even in the 11s and the 10s, is putting an anti-roll bar on. It stops the whole body roll and the rollout and just makes the car squat and go, you know what I mean? So let me get the tires flipped in the car. Once we flip the tires, we're just gonna stick it in the trailer, and then we're gonna bring Dad's car in here for the second version of this video. But she's ready to go. Tonight we are gonna hit the track. Probably in this video, I might make a separate video right after with some of the stuff that we do at the track. But Cousin Paul is gonna go down the track today for the first time in
a year.
Has it been a year?
Last year.
Yeah, he took it in rainbows, didn't he? Mm-hmm. He does a charity event. Master cylinder is leaking pretty good. It's the SN95 one though, so it's probably be smart to go ahead and just go over to Summer Racing. They got the whole front kit, the two-piece.
Yep.
It's got the aluminum hub on it, low drag aluminum hub. I'll probably say we'll have to set the stupid anti-roll bar again. But if my master cylinder is weeping a little bit, then we'll get the Cobra master cylinder I think that's a 1-inch bore anyway, or close. 72 years old, still spinning wrench, bros. It's a lot of work, man. We would start with the master cylinder, though. Let me go ahead and get this car in the trailer. Then we're gonna pop Dad's car up on the lift real quick. Cousin Paul's gonna line it up, and we'll be ready for the track tonight. All right, so me, Cousin Paul got Dad's car. This is the old 17s that were on my white car. It looked kind of fire on there, don't you think? Mm-hmm. So he's got the wing off. Don't forget the fuel.
All the fluids are full.
Okay, so we got to do the rear axles now, which are axle studs right now, which shouldn't take too long. So let's go ahead and zip these. The problem we had last year with Dad's car, and the reason why it sat forever, is because the ARP 3-inch wheel studs that we usually run on Dad's car, pretty much all of our cars, you know, we were changing the Morosos over because we've always had issues with the Morosos. We've always bent them. We're actually just going to stick the other ARP ones that we had that were used in here that we pulled out of the white car for no reason. And just put them in here because this is like a third of the horsepower that my white car makes, and it should be just fine. I mean, if we end up having a problem with them again, then we'll just change them. So it is what it is. So we'll see if Cousin Paul can break yet another T5 transmission. You know you're going to. Are you going to break another T5? Let's go. Did you just... All right, so we just kind of podged it together. We straightened up the studs. These are screw-in studs, so we were kind of hammering on the one. We fixed it, but we were kind of hammering on the one, and it wasn't right. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun tonight. No big deal. Yeah, first time this car's been down the track since
Last year.
No. I had it out quite a bit earlier in the year.
Earlier in the year. Until the studs bent.
Until the studs bent, and then I had to order. Yeah, those don't look bad at all, brother. Cool. Now they got a home on that car. I mean, this car. We're gonna go ahead and get up here. We're already ready to race. I think we got enough fuel in the car to make a hit, but we're gonna go last. It looks like the slick's going right now because Cousin Paul's up there right now going through. The air's starting to change already. You can feel it. It feels good. I'll probably be able to make the next animal hit where me and Cousin Paul can, he can pour for me or whatever. So we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and get this car out of the trailer. We got about 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes before that happens. All right, I'm ready to head up to the line. What'd you run? What'd you run? 1250, huh?
Yep. Missed third.
He's like, yeah, I got a faceplate and I missed third once in a while. Cousin Paul finna get mad at this. What's your tire pressure at? Let me see your power. Let me see your tire pressure. Hey, give her hell, brother. Give her hell. There we go. guys, that's pretty much all I got for you for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video of the footage of the last test and tune that, you know, me and cousin Paul got a chance to get out there and race together, you know, with Dad's car and the white car, and do some practice and shake some things down. So it doesn't always end in the best number and personal best passes, but damn, we was on a pass there. I know that for a fact. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel as we continue to do upgrades to the white turbo Foxbody car in the form of brakes and wheels here soon on the channel. So be looking out for those videos. If you guys enjoy this sort of content, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Hit that like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and maybe check out that join button if you feel like you want to donate to the channel. Outside of that, guys, I just appreciate you watching, and we'll see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching.